If 0 is entirely evil and 100 is entirely good, what number are you? Why? Finally, a scale where I'm a solid 10. I'd probably say I'm around an 85 if judged by my actions, but maybe a 50 if judged by my thoughts. I'd say you're closer to 80 then. Everyone has intrusive bad thoughts, but the ability to be self-aware enough to understand that about yourself and hopefully not act on those thoughts means you're more good than not. Some people aren't even aware of it. Self-edit. My most liked comment isn't even a word. I love Reddit. I'm a single phase wave with peaks at 90 and troughs at 40. I'm 8. What he said. 100 sourced my mom. Every day on my way to work, I pass a sign on a restaurant that reads, voted best burger in Portland by the cook and his monsieur. 0 cuz I enjoyed this post and didn't upvote it? You monster. I say GLHF before every match in a video game. And I actually hope people will be having fun and good luck. I'm by force a solid 99. Lawful good. I smiled to read the words he wrote. His lovely line. The nicest note that ever passed an interco, monsieur. I wrote him back. Single quote. IFUK dear monsieur. Probably 40 tops, but I do try. A for honesty, my friend. I'll take complex numbers for $400. Alex. 10. I'm a solid 10, but also imaginary. Like a 40. Mainly because if it wasn't the fear of getting in trouble, I would have done like 4 major crimes by now. Which 4? Wiimote without strap, digging straight down in Minecraft, using the wrong year, and murder. One of those is not like the others. You're right, misusing your is way off there. Greater than you're right, you missed an opportunity there, bud. Do I sacrifice my values for a witty joke? No thank you, sir. I'd sooner commit a murder. Get this man a medal. He's innocent and honest to me, a murderer. Somewhere over 50, but under 80. I am predominantly good, but I have my evil moments sometimes. Edit. Spelling and change of word. I believe the number you are looking for is 65. I like to think I fluctuate. What this comment says. Greater than I like to think I fluctuate. What this comment does not say. Greater than I like to think I flatulate. I think I've only met 2,100s in my life. I got a guy at my school who I swear is a 100. His mother died a while back and I am sure this influenced high monsieur before some chemistry exams he tutored a bunch of people just to be nice. I got invited to a Christmas party he threw and it was pretty wild. But he was going around the whole night taking care of people and making sure the house wasn't destroyed. At the end of the night he made sure to give me a blanket and a pillow. And I barely talked to this guy at school. You should talk to him more. Seems like a great guy. And could probably use someone to take care of him too, like he does to others. 5 because I downloaded a car. Edit. Silver for this? Haha. Double edit. Gilded. Now I'm pouring out a cold one for fallen Napster, LimeWire, PTP homies. You wouldn't. 0 because I listen to heavy metal and don't eat my vegetables. No vegetables is no good. No dessert until you eat your genitals. Is a lion evil for eating a gazelle? Is a virus evil for replicating itself by killing people? Is a snake evil for biting when it's being threatened? Yes, they all are. Fuck these bitches. Lol. Thanks for the words of wisdom, Brett. 69 winking face. Nice. 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 50%. I bring balance to the force. So Thanos is a 50? He killed one half of everything, but saved the other half. I'd call him a true neutral. 100 on the streets, 0 in the sheets. A solid 70. I think I have overall good intentions, but I don't always act to reflect that. And sometimes my actions have an unintended negative effect. I get selfish, jealous, or rude sometimes, but I try not to. Edit. You know what, guys? You're right. I'm a goddamn 69. Sounds like a 40, am I right, guys? The fact that he said 70 makes it even more evil. If evil is spite and malice and good is selflessness and altruism, I am 50 because I act in my own self-interest. Edit. This comment single-handedly gave me 2/3 RDS of all my karma tbh. Not gonna debate anyone over anything because it's the internet and I don't care. Does that mean I'm a 0 because I can't do anything that's good for me? The answer is 42. I seed my torrents. I am total 100. Probably 35. I am basically unable to care about abstract people, but care greatly for people I know. But do only care about them because they are yours? Oh God, that sounds too close to home. Can you elaborate? He means, did you kidnap them? Oh God, this is too close to home. 110 Source, am vegan. 120 Checking in. Source, vegan crossfitter. 130 crossfitting vegan without a TV. Level 70 when without anxiety. Goes 10 with anxiety. 42, it's the answer to life, the universe, and everything. 0, because of not answering why? This one right here, officer. If a jury of peers reviewed videotapes of my life and compared me to other Americans, I would probably get a pretty good score. Maybe even an 85. The thing is, I know that the reason I do so many good things is actually selfishness. I know that if I do sweet things for my wife, I'll have a better marriage. I know that if I walk my dog when I don't feel like it, she'll be happier and I will feel better about myself. I know I'll have less niggling guilt and paranoia bothering me if I just do the stupid little things too, like not speeding, registering my car, being honest about my side job when I file taxes. But the thing is, does that make me good? How good is it really to do all the right actions just because you know life works out better for you in the big picture? In the end, I would call myself strategic. Perhaps. But good? Probably not. I'm probably more selfish than most. I see other people who I think they do what's good out of actual empathy. I don't do that as much. Long-term thinking. 8/10. Empathy for others. 3/10. So I don't know where that leaves me. Whether motivation should be considered a factor in judging morality is a central question in ethics. From a utilitarian point of view, for instance, if you are increasing the net level of happiness in the world, your motives count for nothing. A more nuanced interpretation would be that, if your wife knew that you were being kind to her in order to keep your marriage healthy, as long as her net happiness increases regardless, then you are still doing good. She might even be happier if she knew your motivation. It goes without saying that your dog will think you are awesome no matter what your motivation is. Kant, on the other hand, said that if you were acting from self-interest, then you could not be doing good by definition. The moral act is the one you do because it is good, and for no other reason. His other thought on ethics is really interesting. But on this part, one think he is a miserable git. Virtue ethics says that your aim should be to be a good person. And your acts are you practicing a virtue in order to become someone who has that virtue. There isn't a particularly central thinker in this school, since Aristotle and his ideas don't really shape modern virtue ethics anymore. But in some interpretations, motivation is the only factor to consider. Personally, my main problem with considering motivation in judging the morality of an action is that it is too slippery to really pin down. I might say that I'm helping my elderly neighbor because it is a kind thing to do, and I might even believe it myself. But I could be doing it for the admiration of others, to feel useful or needed, to get something in their will, a combination of the above, something else. If I can't even fathom my own motivation, what hope for someone else, or someone else's motivation for doing something else? Thanks, Chitty. Chaotic neutral. I am not a good person, so probably a solid 20. Yeah, me neither. I'm too sad to say that I'm probably only a 15 or so. Substance abuse, lying, cheating, stealing, jail time, lack of empathy, etc. The only points I have are cause I've sober a while and I love my dog a lot. 0. Currently making a voodoo doll of you. See you soon, real soon. 85. I can't rank myself anything below that, because otherwise there'd be internal conflict. I mean, I am the way that I am precisely because I think it's good to be like that. That's an interesting way of thinking about it, and I suppose that'd be right for most people. Monsieur. Solid 70%. The good. I strive to make everyone around me happy. Compliments, laughs and smiles all around. I do my very best to exude warmth and kindness to everyone. I am not greedy. I do not consider myself a jealous person. I am not racist. I consider all humans my equals as the standard. The bad. I will comprise all my ethics for practicality or convenience. I will do bad things if they make me happy. I will put my own safety over others. I will put myself and my happiness over others. I do consider this to be necessary and for the points in the good list. I do things that I know are wrong. Usually when horny. I do regret them afterwards. These actions have decreased steadily with age and discipline. While I try to be eco-friendly and green, I am also lazy. Dude, hate to break it to you, but you are definitely below 50. Quick analysis. Your good points are all baseline positions. They are the starting point for moral human behavior. You don't get brownie points for that. Also, note that while you will act contrary to what you know to be right when it suits you, for ease or pleasure, you don't strive against what you know is wrong even though it's difficult. Which is basically the definition of good. Your perceivable axis for morality is only when it's really easy. Your top point is giving compliments, laughs and smiles. 90% of people do this regularly, because it improves their own experience. Smile and people smile back, which is just better for you. At this point I would like to state that I don't think you're a bad person. Or rather, a comparatively bad person. I'm pretty sure we all suck. Hence there being a lot of bad stuff in the world that, when you think about it, really shouldn't be an issue. Why are rape and murder a thing? Why do people starve when we throw away and waste huge quantities of food? Often because waste in the food supports the business model. Why buy it if the seller will donate it before it wastes anyway? Right. I will also state that you are most certainly a more moral person than me. I'm probably a 26. Just finally, you're a lady. Right. I'm going to assume a score of less than 50 requires actively harming others. I am going to guess that just the average North American lifestyle results in a global harm to others of around 5 points. So 45. But if we now start taking into account the good things I do and the value and benefit I bring to the world, I would award myself 10 points. So 55. I think this is the most realistic I've seen so far. If 100 is entirely good, i.e. spending every second trying to better the lives of others, which is a lot of work, then I think a lot of people saying, well, I'm an 85 when I'm at home alone, are overestimating their score just because they're thinking good thoughts, which doesn't benefit anybody. The vast majority of us are sitting around 50, with small dips below and small spikes above. 100 inches front of strangers, 70 in front of friends, 50 in my family and 0 in my thoughts. So, 0.55. You've got some dank math smarty magician skills I see, or a calculator. How to count below negative infinity. I'm about a 95. But that's because I prioritize other people's happiness over my own and have low self esteem. Monsieur, being good unfortunately doesn't mean being healthy. You should look into codependency. I initially just thought that word meant clingy, but it can actually mean to have your life needs and wants pushed to the wayside because you mentally put so much effort into everyone but you. Life gets better when you take care of yourself. It's okay to say no. It's okay to not rescue someone. It's okay to put yourself first. You don't have to lose the kindness and the empathy you have for others. But just like in many other cases, moderation is important. 66.6. Repeating, of course. HMMMMM, monsieur. 100. I've never made a mistake and I have no flaws. I've asterisk down to a 99, he goes. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.